Hi, I'm Dr. Stephen Collins, Director of the Tal al-Hammam excavation here in Jordan. I'm standing right in the geographic center of the lower Tel here at Hammam, and you can see that it spreads out in a large disc-shaped manner. And right in the middle of the very highest point here on the lower Tel, we have this large wall that we've discovered in a probe in what is usually a banana field. This was cleared off this year. The bananas were here last year, but this year they cleared it off and we were able to see the topography a bit better. And we decided to come over here and just do a quick probe. It's not very pretty, it's a little messy, but we're just basically digging down in the middle of an agricultural field. And we discovered the foundation of a large 2.7 meter thick wall that runs continuously in this direction so far for about 10 or 12 meters. It's a large building of some sort. It's monumental. This is not domestic architecture, which would be much thinner walls. These are very thick walls, and right here behind me we actually have a corner. And so the building, the interior of the building goes in this direction. We really found no corners on this side, even though we found a little bit of a pavement, which could be a plaza of some sort on the outside. But we speculate at this point, and it is just speculation, but this could be a monumental Canaanite temple of some sort. This does fit the dimensions of such temples, and so this would be also from the Middle Bronze Age. This is our surface terminal level at Tal al-Hammam on the lower Tel, and so you have this massive wall. It would be cornering here and going in that direction. So it's possible that since there's no intersecting wall along this 10 or 12 meters of the large wall, that this would be the outer court inside the building, and this would be the inner court of the Holy of Holies inside the temple. So since all of the Canaanite temples were basically made on the same pattern as what we know of Solomon's temple or Egyptian temples or other ancient temples, with a holy place on the outside, sort of a gathering for priests, and then a holy sanctuary or most holy place, Holy of Holies if you like, on the inside. This pattern is repeated over and over again in hundreds of locations around the Near East. Of course, one would have to ask the question why we think this is a temple structure rather than a piece of administrative architecture or palace architecture. Really, as I say, we're only speculating at this point. The dimensions and the location of this intersecting wall suggest similar kinds of temple structures from the Canaanite period. So simply right now it's a matter of dimension, it's a matter of the location of intersecting walls, which seems to fit the overall pattern of Canaanite temples of the Bronze Age. So we'll just have to wait and see, but it is monumental. It's not a fortification wall. It's not in an area where one would build a fortification wall on a site like this. And it is oriented in such a way that it seems to parallel and be perpendicular to a large structure, a large enclosure structure behind us that we probed this season, which is 60 meters by 20 meters, which may be part of the contiguous plaza area that would go all around a temple such as this. So these are only theories at this point, but the fact is simply that here at Tal al-Hammam on the lower Tel, in the center of this raised platform on the lower Tel, which is approximately 100 meters by 100 meters, we have monumental architecture. Here in the beating heart of this great ancient city that dominated the valley, that dominated the region as a city-state for over 2,000 years, here we have the sacred center, the worship center, the cult center of this civilization. So this is a very interesting feature at Tal al-Hammam. We're just beginning to look at it. It's just a rough probe, but in the next season we hope to come here and open up a fairly large area and excavate this thing in detail and see exactly what the nature of this big building is.